What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Back again with another video for you guys. And I'm excited. It's cold as hell out here in Houston, but I'm still excited because I just got a notification from UPS saying that they dropped off my Rane 1. Actually, I have it delivered to my mom's crib because living out here in the city in Houston, just certain things I don't like being sent to my apartment because, you know, you never know. You just kind of want it delivered to the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm headed out there to pick it up. But one of the things that I thought about when I first bought my controller was, is pro coverage really worth it? You know what I mean? I tried to get on the internet. I got on YouTube, and I'm not gonna lie, I looked. You can go in there right now. I think the earliest video, or is it the latest video? The latest video that's been put out on it is like 9 years old. Like, nobody's really done an update or anything like that, or nobody's really answering the question. It's a bunch of shorts of people just asking other people, is it worth it? So I figured while I was on the way to go pick it up, I put together this video, not only vlogging me picking it up, but also, you know, breaking down kind of the way in which the insurance took place and if it's ultimately actually worth it. For you OG guys who have used the insurance and all that stuff, and you know it, this ain't for you. You already know if it's good or bad. I'm about to find out if it's good or bad, so I figured I'd just take you guys with me, all right? So obviously you guys know that the insurance comes at a cost, but that cost depends on a couple of key factors when it comes to you buying your controller. One, the price of the controller, you know, if it's like low 200s or, you know, 3, 4, 5, or, you know, past 1,000. I think there's 3 different tiers or whatnot. And then also I believe there's 3 different tiers of the duration that you can get. Me personally, I think I got 3 years coverage on my controller. The main reason why I did it was because I bought the Rane used, and I had a feeling that the person before me probably didn't take care of it the way that I would take care of it. Or maybe they did, maybe they just had a bad night, and you know, anything can happen. They just figured, you know what, somebody spilled something on it, it's still working, but I'm gonna drop it off before I have to deal with the issues of it. So that could have been what happened, or it could have just really reached its time to where it glitched out. Anyways, I think I paid about $840 for the Rane 1. So I want to say that 3 years of coverage was somewhere around about 150, maybe 125 bucks. So outside of the cost, the next key component would be customer service, or just the ease of use if you actually have to use it. So far, in my opinion, it's been super easy. I didn't actually pick up the phone and call anybody. I simply did it all online. It comes with a package, and you go in online, you type in your serial number or whatnot, and everything that you have registered under your name is gonna pop right up. And then from there, you can pick which device you want to file a claim on. It's literally like car insurance. And you know, I didn't feel like waiting on the phone with nobody, so I said, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it online. So that's what I did. So as far as customer service and ease of use, I'll give that a 10 out of 10. Customer service 10 out of 10 because I actually didn't have to speak to anybody, and hopefully I don't need to speak to somebody. And they do keep you updated whenever they get your device, obviously when they're sending it back. And then the only thing that they don't really tell you about, or they didn't tell me about, was what the problem was. When it got delivered to them, I want to say they had it for maybe like a night. And then I got an email from them saying, hey, look, we got your stuff. It usually takes like, you know, it can take up to 5 business days to fix. I got an email the next morning saying that they were shipping my stuff back out. But customer service and easy use, I give that a 10 out of 10, all right? The next thing that you need to consider when it comes to this is the timing of everything. Yeah, they might have fixed my controller overnight and, you know, sent me an email saying that they were sending it back. However, I dropped this controller off to the UPS store and sent it out to them December 21st. That's like 20 days or something like that, or maybe 21 days or something like that. So it's been a couple of weeks since I haven't had my controller. Now I am going to shoot them a little bell because I know it is the holiday time. You got all these major holidays. I sent it off on like, I want to say I probably set it off on like a Friday or late Thursday. So the next day was Friday, and then Saturday, and then they're not doing anything Saturday and Sunday probably. And then I want to say Monday was like Christmas Eve, Tuesday was Christmas. You get where I'm going. It was just a whole bunch of holidays. So as far as time, I guess I would be willing to say that if I knock out the holidays, and maybe if I was to send it on, you know, a Monday, the beginning of business day, then let's just say it'll probably take you around 2 weeks to get your stuff back. It shouldn't take as long as it took me to get mine back. But you know, you never really know. I guess it depends on exactly what's wrong with it. However, they do say that if you do purchase the insurance and something is wrong with it to the point to where it can't be fixed, then they'll just send you a gift card for the amount of, you know, whatever it is. The only other thing that you kind of have to consider too when it comes to this insurance is that, yeah, they'll pay the cost for you to actually have a shipping label to them, but they're not gonna pay the cost for you to actually box it up and, you know, protect it. And obviously you're not just gonna send it out there in a paper bag. So I think that ran me around about $40. So that's something else to consider along with the time. And then also, you know, make sure that you, I guess, have a backup controller, you know, in case you have gigs in that time where your controller is sent off. But keeping me up to date, yeah, it took about 3 weeks. Yeah, so I definitely wasn't expecting this thing to come in this massive box. Like, this ain't no Rane. Like, what the hell did they give me? I don't know, but I'm gonna bust this thing open. Shipping and handling, I'll give them a 10 out of 10 because it definitely came better than how I shipped it. I shipped it in a box, bubble wrapped or whatever, but they shipped it back to me in a much bigger box, with like 5 layers of bubble wrap on top of it, and then the actual Rane itself was bubble wrapped, and also it's wrapped up with plastic and taped or whatever. So it looks better than when I bought it. So, but outside of that, I'm gonna just unravel all this stuff, and then I'm gonna test it out and make sure that it's not doing the glitching that it was doing whenever I send it off. But outside of that, so far everything seems like it's smooth. So we're gonna find out. Alright, so I mean, it powers on pretty good. That's just the basics. Motors are good. So I'm actually surprised because it came pretty well packaged, but it didn't pause. But it didn't come with anything saying like what was wrong with it or what they fixed. Usually, you know, like when you send something off somewhere, they'll tell you like, oh, this was wrong with it, or this was wrong with it, and we did XYZ. Based off looking at it, because it was cosmetically it was in good shape when I bought it, but based off looking at it, I don't know if they replaced these pads. The pads feel like a little bit different. They feel a little bit better. They look clean. I don't know. I didn't ship it off to them in a dirty way or anything, and it wasn't dirty when I got it, but I mean, it looks pretty clean or whatever. So now I'm just gonna see if it glitches out and has the same issue that I had when I picked it up. So far it's not. Yeah. Cause had I done that before I shipped it, it would have played the entire song like the video that I posted before. But so far it seems like it's working. All the knobs are good. Yeah, I think the problem has been solved. I guess I'm more so just gonna have to play with it a little bit more and like go through like the sampler and the loop and the roll and all the different stuff to make sure everything is intact. But so far it's looking A1. You've been missing something. You've been eating up in. So the final verdict is in. Is the guitar center warranty worth it? Yes. 100%. I've been messing with my Rane for probably about an hour and a half at this point, just playing around, mixing and getting some practice in, and it is better than when I bought it. So I knew that something seemed a little bit off, but however, I never had one before and I bought it pre-owned, so I didn't know. So now it's working the way that I felt it should have been working before. So definitely worth the investment if you purchase used equipment. I would still buy it if I purchased new equipment too. I put it on my Rev 5, so it's worth it no matter what. It'll cover it even if you drop it. So I think it'll cover it up to anything as long as somebody doesn't steal it. They ain't covering that. But outside of that, 100% worth it. And there's a detailed breakdown of what you can expect after you purchase the Pro coverage from Guitar Center. I think it's through Assurian. I think so. I know there's different ones out there, so I want to be clear. I want to say that it is definitely Assurian. So that's worth knowing and taking note of. But yeah, for sure, if you're at Guitar Center, make sure you buy it. It's worth every dollar. All right. With that being said, this is the end of this vlog. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, watching, and subscribing. All right. Peace.